The AGDQ 2016 live stream is powered by Twitch, bringing you a 24-hour stream from January 3rd to the 9th. Welcome back to AGDQ 2016. I'm Etta Bean. I will be your host for a little bit more. We have a $10 donation from DJ. It's the best awesome puns done quick so far. Keep up the good work, and greetings from Germany. Tim30 donates $10. Wonderful initiative. Keep up the good work. Also greetings from Germany. Got an anonymous $30 donation. First time catching a live GDQ and first time donator. Got a $60 donation from Anonymous. Cheers from France. You're making my work week so much greater. Keep speeding. Thank you, fellas, for your $6 donation. Good luck, everyone, on your runs. 5th GDQ I've watched. Let's kill cancer and save the animals. Daniel141 donates $10. Hi everyone, first donation this AGDQ. I enjoyed the run so far and will try to watch as much as possible. Thanks to all runners and the people who make these events possible. Shoutouts to the never resting announcers. Thank you. Got another anonymous $25 donation, second GDQ watching. First one I'm able to donate. Woke up early to see the Hat in Time run. And my God, the glitches. What a fun game to wake up to. XD smash cancer as easily as you can smash the mob. Score 9,000 donates $50. Great job with the marathon so far. Put this money towards the blindfolded punch-out run. Granipicus donates $10. Thanks to everyone involved for putting on such an entertaining event towards such a great cause. Grand King Meme Lord Dust donates $20. Get booped on. Watching Shock and Insta Roast gets better and then getting reasonable amounts of sleep. Here's to defeating my two worst enemies, Cancer and 12 FPS. Thank you for your $30 donation, T-Touchdown77. Here's another $30. I took the week off work to watch AGDQ this year, and so far, I have not been disappointed. Put this towards Hell and Spelunky. And just a reminder that for those wondering, for the Hell Run and for Spelunky, we need to reach 5,000, and we're at 3,629. We only have a few games left. So if you want that Hell Run to happen, donate now. Got a $10 donation from Flaming Sarge. I accidentally fell asleep at like 7 p.m. and woke up at 4 a.m. for this run. Whoops. Got a $20 donation from Chizda. Cloudbuilt hype. I'll donate an extra $10 if Wob wins. No pressure, man. Thank you, Mitsuhito, for your $30 donation. It's such a great event again this year, and I'm already lacking sleep. Keep up on your good work. Save the animals. They're just too cute to let them die. We got a $20 donation from Hope58. Gotta get that Hell Run. Thanks for all the amazing entertainment. You guys are keeping me motivated through my first week back at work. Thank you, Dave88, for your $10 donation. First time I'm watching speedruns. I think I'm gonna get into it. Let's kill cancer. Divinitas, thank you for your $10 donation. Greetings from Austria. Put this to get John Cena into Bloodborne. Keep on being awesome. Thank you, Anonymous, for your $50 donation. I love you all and love what you do. Thank you. Joel from Skype donates $5. Hopefully together we can further the progressing of wrecking cancer. Good game and happy AGDQ. Devil May Care 4 donates $5. Get donated. Shoutouts to Killing Animals and shoutouts to the fine voice of the female narrator who hopefully is reading this donation. You can read my donations any day. Thank you. Matthew donates $5. Love watching you guys destroy these games. Let's do the same with cancer. While we're at it, save the animals. Next is Shade donates $10. You're the best donation reader. Have a great day. Save the frames. Kill the animals. Thank you. A Lost Vagabond donates $5. What is the name of the reader? I'm in love with your voice. Donation goes to your choosing. I am Edobean. Reed Lowe, thank you for your $10 donation. Loving this year's AGDQ already. Shout out from cold Finland. Hope you guys keep your fingers warm and time's amazing. Good luck, have fun. Meuki, thank you for your $10 donation. Hi there, longtime watcher of AGDQs. First time donating for this great cause. Kick cancer in the nuggets and keep producing awesome events. Game Over ZI also donates $10. I wanted to see Hat in time, but I fell asleep. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Is this good? Test. What do you want me to say?
Hello?
Hey, Gaffer, what's up?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, a little nervous.
I can tell. No, it's fine. You'll be great.
Appreciate
I heard
it.
You're up for $10 donation from Chesta if you win.
Hey, the dev's a little quiet. Good.
So, if you want to give us a countdown, or you give us a countdown, we're ready to go.
All right, who wants to do the countdown?
Want me to do it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
On go.
Wait, what?
3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
So this is the tutorial level. It's kind of interesting because there's actually shortcuts in the tutorial level, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, we actually want every level to be speedrunnable, so there are shortcuts that we designed here as well, but a bit more effective than we initially planned. yeah, so this is the rush mode we added to the game not long ago, where you skip the level selection and stuff like that. It's all levels of the game in a row without level selection. And it's going so fast, it's hard to tell what screen to look at. So they were doing a lot of like exploits on a lot of things that weren't planned with the game initially, but like we always had speedruns in mind when designing the game. So a lot of it is actually intentional as well. But one thing you'll see in particular is what we call corner jumps. And they are huge jumps so that you can see soon there. Oh. Where they can exploit corners of platforms to use as ramps. And that's probably the biggest sort of shortcuts in the game.
So you guys overall have been pretty hands-off when it comes to patching the bugs that the speedrunners have found. Looking back, do you think that was like a good decision in the end for the speedrunning community, or would you change something?
Like, for us, we know that the speedrunners are interested in this bug stuff, so from the beginning we said that we will not patch anything that actually affects runs or leaderboards. So we are still supporting the game. Like, there's one bug that we're going to fix with a skin unlock soon, but we are not fixing any bugs that are related to like speedruns and shortcuts and stuff like that. So, like, even if it kills us on the inside a little bit every time we do the jump, we're not patching it. So. And it's not affecting any beginners or like most players don't even know about it. But yeah, speedrunners think it really, we will not remove it.
So one of the major techniques you're going to see us using a lot is called the charge shot jump. It is exactly what it sounds like. Every bullet Demi fires, Demi being the main character, has a slight bit of knockback on it. And as you charge them up, that knockback gets a lot larger. So you'll notice that me and Midboss are basically always carrying around a fully charged shot, because firing them below you when you jump gives you a decent bit of extra height.
Yeah, it's similar to like rocket jumps in Quake and stuff, but it's a little bit smaller, but if you combine it with jetpacks, you get a lot of extra height. It's actually was always intended, and we had shortcuts designed with it in mind, but it's much more effective than we actually thought it was, so it's used pretty well by the Speedrun community. It's been very fascinating to see from launch the game to now how a lot of things have, like how it developed and like how short all levels have come. When we released the game, we thought that doing all these 22 first levels would be like 40 minutes or something. But yeah, you see the estimated time is 15, so we'll see.
So this is one of my personal favorite levels. There are these specific enemies in the game meant to keep you out of places, and they are called, very creatively, keepers. They're giant disc enemies, and they're terrible at their job. So I'm just going to land on top of this one, and I'm going to use it to skip about half the level.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
It's a good keeper.
Quick question, since the things are discs, why can I stand on them?
Because how they were designed, we will never normally intend you to be able to stand on them, because their collision would be high enough. Well, the charge jump was more effective than we thought. Like, I had no way we should have done it now, but it's like a little bit too late. Because like we want to change or patch, things like that. Oh, this level. I like this level. This kid.
Well, I'm sorry, we're going to mutilate this level. You shouldn't have put all those little ramps down there at the bottom.
Yeah, they were distractions. Not shortcuts.
It's actually amazing how many times like the little things for decoration are actually incredibly useful.
Yeah,
You guys should
We
just stop
learned a lot.
decorating levels.
like one of the top players, Khalifun, is making a lot of his own levels, and yeah, it's very hard to make them shortcut proof. But he's doing a pretty good job, and I think we learned a lot from launch. So the DLC levels in the Defiance DLC, like they are much less shortcuts, I would say, but corner jumps are pretty major still.
Well, it seemed like you guys got kind of wise to our ways with the DLC release later on with Defiance, because you guys really, really went ham with putting fences everywhere and making sure that we couldn't do anything fun.
But you can do pretty fun stuff still, but yeah, I think those levels are actually still pretty long compared to these. Like, how long are a level in average? Like, 22 levels, 15 minutes, it's like not even a minute per level. But yeah, the Defiance levels are a bit longer.
So would you mind giving us just a brief explanation on how exactly our corner jumps work? So, since that's
Okay.
clearly the most ridiculously overpowered thing that we've found.
Yeah, so normally if you have a ramp, you can use the ramp to like use your velocity upwards and build out from that with your boosters. But the collision shape for the player is actually round on the bottom. So if you stand outside the corner of the platform, the collision normal will actually be like a ramp. Normally you would slide over them, we thought, but well, yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's due to the round collision. It's actually treated exactly like a ramp.
Of all the bugs that you've decided not to fix because you're a very benevolent game developer, would that be the one that you regret the most?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like before all the other skips it did was like the levels were pretty long still, and there was a lot of things. But now the levels are so extremely short, but it's still very entertaining and fun to watch. But there's so many things we designed that we never see in speedruns anymore because they are just skipped. But yeah, and it's also a little bit. I feel like a one-trick pony it's a little bit too often too useful, but it's just me as a game designer, and I bet speedrunners don't agree. This is actually one of my favorite levels, and it's quite long and hard, but the shortcuts, Midboss is coming to now. It's nice, I think.
Yeah, the shortcuts
Yeah.
in this level are a lot of fun. This level is really good because there's just a lot of stuff to use to your advantage, and it's especially interesting on marathon runs because this level has a lot of very difficult corner jumps that you can pull off to skip basically the entire level. So you got to find a good balance between speed and not dying.
Is that a crash?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Whoa.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry.
That usually don't happen.
I guess I win.
Yes.
I mean, do you think you could beat me with a 9-minute handicap?
Shit. What? Oh, sorry. What? I have no idea what to do now, really.
I mean, so he's going to continue from level select.
Okay.
Catch him back up.
All right. Unfortunately, since he's playing from level select, every time he beats a level, it's going to dump him back into the main area. So he's going to be a lot slower transitioning between levels.
Oh, I would really want that crash log, but yeah.
I'm sure we can send it to you afterwards. We got that lying around these computers somewhere.
Interesting because, yeah, okay, anyway. That's very sad, but I don't even remember the correct order of the levels in the rush mode now.
I'm pretty sure it just goes around in a spiral, like one from each of the
Yeah.
4 branches.
Pretty much.
And like, as long as Midboss does all the levels, it doesn't really matter what order he does them in.
Yeah.
But now I feel bad, because I'm going to end up winning. It's going to be the most undeserved victory of all time. He's beat me pretty good.
Yeah, he was a little bit ahead, yeah. That's very unfortunate. Oh, I wish we actually had some way where actually saved your progress in the background, but the intention of the rush mode was to be speedruns, so, and non-segmented, so we didn't want you to be able to pause and continue on them. Normally they are like full real time, you can't pause or anything, they are always counting the timer. So I guess that's why we don't allow it. And it's very unfortunate in these kind of situations. And I would say normally the game will crash, but...
Alright, so we're coming up to the end of the game now. We're going into or I am, Midboss is a little behind me. We're going into the last 4 levels, one from each branch. This is kind of like the big finale, the hardest levels from the base game. So this is where things get fun.
I know a lot of people have a lot of problem with the last skull-rated level. Yeah. You will make it look very easy. I'm sure of it.
So this is another one of the levels where decorations end up getting you in trouble. This is probably supposed to be one of the longest levels in the game. And we've gotten the times down to under a minute because of this first big skip right here that allows you to bypass all of that garbage.
Yeah, it's at least a third of the level. You're skipping with one skip. And yeah. Well, in the beginning when you first found the skip, it was due to decorations, but I think that the way you do it now is actually more like just using the mechanics we actually intended, but we didn't see you being able to use them that effectively. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We used to have to go up onto those little cube decorations in order to make that jump, but our jumping technique's gotten a lot better. So this is one where an artist decided to put all these pretty blocks around, but unfortunately put one pointed directly at the goal.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get to see some of the coolest parts of the level.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people that play that level would be interested to see how you beat it, because you skip the hardest section right there.
Mm-hmm. That's actually probably the second hardest section of the entire game, and it's gone.
Well, if you don't count the times. But yeah.
So this is probably the largest single skip in the game. We skip probably in the neighborhood of half the level with this one jump.
Yeah.
That's utilizing the ridiculously overpowered corner jumps again, in combination with the charge shot jump.
Yeah, it's very sad. I know the whole dev team is watching right now, so they are crying with me. This skip I actually like a lot. It wasn't designed initially, but yeah, I like it. Going on the outside of that wall.
Alright, so this is the final level here. It's generally considered to be the hardest. So right here I'm going to use a mind boost, and really for no reason other than visual appeal, because it might actually be slower than just doing it normal, but I find them entertaining. And so is it?
It's surprisingly few places where the damage boost actually end up being useful. We designed it and we had some places in mind, but you have found quick ways to do it all the time. Couple of more of those mess ups and you might actually not make it first.
Alright, so here we're starting the death spiral. It is where new players go to die. This probably took me like 3 weeks to complete the first time. It is horrifically difficult, but luckily with enough energy and practice you can just basically skip all the hard parts. So that's time.
Yeah. Breath.
15, 17.
Unfortunately, Midboss is running a little behind because he has to keep going back to the level select.
Yeah. That's very unfortunate. I'm very sorry. He was reasonably close still.
Oh, he didn't pick up the energy there. I think he... Oh, nope.
And the habit of pressing the... Oh, he didn't even pick up the checkpoints. Yeah.
Apparently he's going to try the super hard strat for your guys' amusement. He's going to give it at least one shot. Ooh, that didn't go well.
No. But yeah, a lot of skill with saving yourself as well. Normally the reflex is to just restart checkpoint or the level if you do a mistake, but in these real-time runs it might be worth saving yourself as well.
Got juggled by the Guardians.
It's a mighty name for such puny enemy. They are just often referred to as pink mines or something.
Alright. Finish it up.
Well done.
Well, it was a good race.
Yeah, good race, man.
Well, thanks, Gafka, for calling in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry about the crash.
It's all good. That stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for playing. And thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you guys for that Cloudbuilt.
So once you see it live there, then we're live.
All right.
So. All right. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2016. I am Darkman, and with me here is Midboss. He just recently raced Cloudbuilt, and he was actually in a race with Wobs, and it just happened a few hours ago. So I just want to remind you all, if you tweet using the hashtag AGDQ2016, might be able to take your questions at the end of this interview, kind of ask a question for Midboss over here. So Midboss, I mean, you came in second place. It was still a fun race. You raced, of course, the game Cloudbuilt.
Yeah.
Kind of take me your thoughts through the game itself before we kind of get into the race. Like, how do you feel about the game?
Oh, it's a fantastic game. I love basically everything about it.
Yeah.
It's got amazing dev support. It's just really fun. It's great speedrun, great casual game. I mean, I like everything about it. That's why I speedrun it, obviously.
Awesome, awesome. So, unfortunately, you did come in second in the race.
Yeah, you can't win them all. I mean,
it's true. I mean, I'm sure there was maybe an interesting moment you want to talk about.
yeah, you know, games crash. Welcome to the PC block. It happens.
Yeah.
Even the best games, like this is, I really want to emphasize that this is a very stable game. Like, you know, in hundreds of hours of playing it, it just doesn't crash. I don't know what's going on, but it happens.
I mean, Cloudbuilt, it was definitely a game that revolves around going fast. I mean, you're just going from point A to point B nonstop. I mean, how does that kind of affect your mentality in the game? Like, if you make one mistake, it just seems like just even a tiny mistake and you're done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's such a short run. It's, you know, 12 minutes optimally, and so a 5 or 10 minute mistake is really pretty hard on your mentality. It's hard to come back from that. And, you know, especially with this race, like I started off pretty nervous, and it's very, very easy to make these mistakes when you're not playing absolutely perfectly, and it just kind of snowballs out of control.
Definitely, yeah. So kind of talk to me about like the indie block in general. I mean, we had a huge block this year. I mean, we're talking about like 14 hours worth of games.
Yeah.
I mean, did you catch some of the runs afterwards or before?
Yeah, I caught like Snapshot and Carol Blaster. And maybe a couple others. You might have to remind me what was in there. It's been a long night.
Honestly, before Cloudbuilt, I was asleep, so I couldn't tell you. There was Ori at the start, Battle Block Theater.
Yeah,
we
I
had
caught a little bit of Battle Block. That was great.
Good, awesome. I mean, you are somebody that's run kind of indie games before. I mean, this is not your first foray into indie games. What is it about indie games that kind of like just you want to run them?
I don't know. It's just I really can't really put my finger on it. It's just fun games. I feel like AAA games don't. There's not the same type of games. You kind of get a lot more scripted story type of stuff, and it makes for a bad speedrun, in my opinion, or a more like long, complicated, just kind of annoying.
Right.
It's just too much stuff in the way of like what you're trying to accomplish.
Definitely.
And so yeah, I think indie games are a really good place for speedrunning.
I mean, also kind of what's the unique aspect of the indie games is the dev support.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, it must be really fun just having the dev there, watching kind of the game broken before your very eyes.
Yeah, I mean, a AAA developer, there's hundreds of developers.
Yeah.
You can't just say, hey, look what I did. They're just like, I just did program this little piece of this one thing.
Yeah.
But in indie dev, they do all of it, and so
Yeah.
it's really easy to talk to them about basically anything.
Yeah. I mean, in particular, your developer, he seemed to be very knowledgeable about the speedrunning aspect.
He is. He's very knowledgeable, and he's really sorry, I can't think of the word for it. Yeah, he just talks to the speedrunning community a lot.
Sweet.
He actually, Wobs, the other racer, did a lot of testing for the DLC that they released.
Okay.
So, they're aware of all of the tricks and how they can kind of maybe design around it so it's not necessarily restrictive for it, but it doesn't just trivialize everything, which is really cool.
Sweet. Awesome. I mean, what is it like? Developer-wise, what is his name again? I don't think we actually mentioned it.
His handle is
Yeah.
Gafgar.
Okay.
That's what he goes by.
Okay. Does he actually speedrun the game as well? Or?
Not necessarily. He knows all of the speed tech and how to do all the jumps and things.
That's cool.
And I mean he could if he wanted to. He's just not a person who's going to go out and do runs.
Okay. So, are you looking forward to any other runs coming up, or just kind of hanging out?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Tony Hawk 1 with Gisht. That's going to be something I'm really excited for.
Sounds good to me.
I love the Tony Hawk series, and
It's a classic for me. All right. Well, I think that's about it for us. So thank you very much for coming on, Midboss. We appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
all right.
Thank you. And we'll be sending it back up to you guys. We'll be having Vendetta in just a second. Thanks for tuning in.